Hello, and welcome back to Roll4It, where we're playing some Shadowrun tabletop. So far...
Cat's face reminded me of half of the weird characters I made in Ark Survival Evolved.
Oh, God. Okay. Right, so far, Intrepid Runners have got a mission to effectively spring someone who has been caught by the police, who is currently undergoing a prison transport. They are going to jump the van as it passes into the sort of suburbs of South London. Planning to get it at a traffic light and take out all of the associated Lone Star cops with gel rounds who will be transporting the prisoner. They have a spike strip as a backup, and other than that, they're just planning to shoot out the engine block when it reaches the light, I believe. They also have a Technomancer, so, you know, Pseudo can screw with their wireless, but is there anything I've missed?
We're going to hack the light. Yeah, we hack the light, the cars stop, we blow the airbags on the back car. Hopefully he puts a round through either the tire or the engine block of the front car, just so nobody's going anywhere anytime soon. And then from there, me and the giant troll run out of the bushes and go, ah, with guns, and we just hope we get what we want.
We've got two choices, really. I can go for the driver and try and get him through the window, or I can go for the engine block, but I need to know what, because I need to know what rounds I'm going to be using. Need to know what you guys want, really.
I mean, we could get ourselves into a bigger shootout if we blow the airbags on the van that's carrying the guy, because that's one guy down, but then at least the cargo isn't still moving.
Tell you what, I'll aim for the engine block, because we've still got the spike strips waiting anyway, if that doesn't work.
I mean, it can't be too hard to just say, hey, you know, try this airbag, and hey, try this airbag too.
What? Like, Pseudo just kind of...
He just said your job was easy. How do you feel about that?
Yeah.
An odd look.
Okay. Do you...
Like, I could sit here and I could explain the intricacies of Matrix hacking, or you could just take my word that it's not that easy.
This is why I keep my goggles off.
I tried to tell him. I said we were doing one car. He was like, I want to do two cars. I don't know.
Okay, so, is there any other stuff you want?
Pseudo goes and finds some drink in the cupboards and just...
You want any special ammo for your sniper rifle, Caber? Is there anything we've missed out here? Do you want any smoke grenades, gas grenades, explosive grenades, extra comlinks, SINs?
Does anyone have flashbangs, just in case?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, worst comes to worst, fire a flashbang at the driver.
Well, why don't we do that? Because the areas that Blowback and I are bringing, we're bringing gel rounds. We might as well not use live grenades. We can use flashbang instead.
Bear in mind, by the way, that the unsung grenade launchers, I did check they use heavy weapons as their skill.
Really?
Yeah, I was going to mention
that
in the last one, but I didn't.
I've got heavy weapons 5. We're good.
Yeah, I can't shoot worth anything anymore. Don't depend on me.
Yeah, no more grenades through the window for Blowback.
Out of your gun, it's fine.
Just throw them. That seemed to work.
Yeah, I've got throwing. I'll probably just throw them then.
That did so much damage.
It did. That chunky salsa effect is a bitch.
Caber gets a message on his comlink. Can you buy AP rounds?
You want me? Yeah. Yeah, I probably should.
This round is gonna miss.
Can I contact James to see if I can get any AP rounds?
He's connection 1. Let me...
Oh, James! You son of a...
He does get success, so he does find some gel rounds for you at very short notice, bear in mind. You've got 8 hours. AP rounds. He has some AP rounds for assault rifles. Well, also your sniper rifle. Your sniper rifle does fire assault rifle caliber rounds. He doesn't have anything for submachine guns or shotguns or anything. He does have some for heavy pistols. He has a very limited inventory of both, though. He can offer you 30 AP rounds for an assault rifle caliber, and he can offer you 12 AP rounds for a heavy pistol.
I just want them for the assault the assault rifle.
There will be a slight increase in price, however, because you're asking for the last minute, and he's gonna have to wake people up.
Okay. Normal price is 140.
120 for APDS.
Oh, 120.
Yeah. So that'll be 200 for 10. How many do you want?
Just give me the 10.
Okay.
Give me the 10.
200 Noyen.
Actually, no, make it 20. Sorry.
He seems a lot happier when you say that because you're actually, making it worth his while.
Paying extra.
400 Noyen.
Yeah.
You get yourself 20 APDS rounds, piercing, discarding Sabo. They give a -4 AP. So they reduce the arm by 4.
We all agree that we're covering expenditures after this run, right? We're all going to pay each other's expenditures first out of the pot. Did we ever agree on that? Or are we just like doing our expenditures and then we just keep our cut? I don't mind either way. I just figured I'd ask.
I'll throw in for that spike strip. That sounds fun.
Okay.
Pseudo replies that if the 400 million he spent on getting the data on Vincent's included in that, then he's happy to split.
Yeah, I think we just don't include the Elf's efforts here. He can pay for his own crap.
The elf's rich or something anyways. That's what I heard. Our troll's broke. Have a heart. Fucking elves.
It is true.
Oh, red.
At this point, Pug gets a discreet message on his comlink saying that, yeah, I some of my contacts have mentioned Kaba. He seems to deal in garden gnomes.
That bastard.
Okay.
Garden gnome smuggling elf. No.
How much did we get paid up front, by the way? I didn't add that to my new yen.
2K
$2 grand
got-
each.
$2
Yeah, we got
each.
$2 grand each. We've got 2.5 grand.
That
waiting for
covers
us.
expenses then. Fuck it. Let's
I
just
mean-
split the money after.
Yeah, I mean, that was going to be a lot less if it wasn't for me. You've got to remember this.
I'll give you my special purpose tuggy later.
Okay, so
Feel better.
Thanks.
Oh my god.
let me just set up
And
the
my
map
arm
for
doesn't
you.
get tired because it's right at eye level, so it's just like
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh
I don't
dear.
have to reach or like lose blood or anything.
Oh dear.
I'm
Oh
off
dear.
the map.
What has happened?
Right there.
I dragged my
You let me
icon
off the leash.
map,
You said rated R. We're going rated R.
You dragged your icon off the map.
and I can't get it back.
Technical difficulties.
Control, man.
Can't click it.
Yeah, that means you
You
lose the
just
first round
destroyed
of
the
combat
No
as
way.
you find your way
He's
back to the
gonna
map.
have- Damn it.
Thank you.
Right, how early did we get here ahead of the predicted time that it's going to be here?
That's up to us. How early do you want to get here?
I feel like a bunch of armed men standing on the side of the road next to a garishly labeled misery machine van with spike strips in the road hours early.
It's around the corner. And besides, the off on the roof. He's not even with us. That white suit's not going to stand out up down here.
No, I'm definitely up a roof.
Where are we going to have Pseudo? Is he going to be like in one of the buildings just sleeping on a bed or something? Got him on a couch?
Well, I need to get there early if I'm going to start staking out the place. I mean, you know, we've just been working solid for the last couple of days preparing for this. I didn't have time to make my way over to the host and see what things were what. But if we want me to try and hack the lights, then I'm going to need a little bit of prep time.
Okay. A question. Once we pick the guy up, are we just going to drive him straight into London in the misery machine, or do we want to arrange for a driver to be at the house? So we take the van to the house in Orbital, park it in the back and hide it under a tarp or something, and then transfer him to the car that we've ordered to go into town so that like we do a vehicle switch just in case they put it out on APB or something? The car's
I like
kind of
the-
garish.
I like
I
the
don't
idea,
think
but I think we
we
should do
should
it
be
somewhere
taking
other
anything.
other than my house.
Yeah, I don't think taking any of this near this safe house is a good idea.
Okay.
Let's have another contact for just a place we could drop by.
Yeah, Kevin's
just
got a
get-
bar.
Kevin's got a place. Yeah, it's in
Let's go to
London.
fucking Kevin's.
Let's not go. Let's not
Fucking
go in
Kevin.
downtown London.
We should. We could just phone up the Johnson and see what the
Yeah, have him
exfil.
supply a car.
Yeah, what
we
the
give him-
the exfil is.
Yeah. Make him handle it. Like, we get the guy and then have a car pull up like 30 seconds later. Just be professional.
It's about 4 hours to the time that you're going to set off, and the estimated ETA to here is about 50 minutes, so you're looking at about 4 hours 50. Just to let you know, currently it's about 11 p.m. or whatever.
Can we order an Uber?
The most inconspicuous Uber ever.
It's a
But it better have the
Ferrari that turns
fucking
up.
mustache on the front, or I want my money back.
See, what you do is you order delivery. You order like a pizza or a Chinese delivery or something, and when that arrives, you jack their car. That's your getaway car.
I have your pizza. Get the fuck out!
Misery machine. Tint color. I will tint the color green. There's the misery
Oh,
machine.
sweet.
Wow.
Can you put a flower on the roof?
Not
that's
very
a little
easily.
lot.
This is the internet, after all. I could just have painters on it.
Where do you want to park the misery machine?
Off the camera. It should not be on this word or on this.
Yeah,
road.
we were gonna walk in, and I think it was gonna be behind because there was the train track that goes up and over the road.
That's
Behind
on,
the berm,
That's on
like-
the orbital.
That was
No,
on
it's
the
not
orbital.
where we are.
That was on
Yeah.
the.
Are we on the
not
just
on
like
the
road?
orbital.
Are we on the one with the farm road then?
No, that was on the ring road as well. You decided to go for the orbital, inside the orbital
Oh, I
itself.
thought-
It's just a street, like a residential street.
Oh fuck!
Oh, can we behind a building then? Is there an alleyway behind a building?
Yeah, sure. You can park
I mean,
in
it could be,
someone's alleyway next to the house.
Drive. Yeah.
Fantastic.
It's gonna get towed.
Nah, not in the middle of the night. They're all asleep. We checked, right? We checked. They're asleep. It's fine.
You
Well, I'm on
sound so
the
sure
fucking
about all
roof,
this.
so
You're gonna hear EE making all kinds of rolls and shit while we're doing other stuff. We're like, wait, nothing's happening right now. Why are you rolling?
He's just rolling.
All right, your
You-
car's been jacked. Shit!
do you want me to roll something to get up onto the roof?
Sure, I would like you to roll. I mean, there's a lot of
Ninja?
quite easy to sort of scramble up houses around here, so you can use climbing, or I would let you use something like acrobatics.
Okay. Let's have a look.
How
Have you
far away is the
possibly-
misery machine being parked?
As far as I know, it's literally one house over.
I was gonna say, can we have pseudo like lock down the engine so it can't start until we get back to it or anything like that?
Well, you can literally walk away with your comlink, and then no one else can actually start the car unless they have your comlink, because you don't have a physical
Yeah.
key anymore. You just use the comlink.
It's either that or unplug the battery because nobody would be able to check without getting in the car and popping the hood anyways. So
Yep, you managed to clamber on top eventually. It's a little bit difficult. You have a bit of a trouble getting up the drain pipe. Sort of, luckily that no one was around to
Okay.
see you. You almost land on your ass. We do climb on top of the house. You are
If
now
we're-
positioned exactly 45 meters away from the crossroads. So anyone,
If the misery machine-
right at the light, you can hit for close range. Anyone else is -1.
Okay.
Right, so the misery machine is about, what, how many meters away from the traffic lights and where this junction is?
About 15.
Okay, well, I'm going to stay in the van then, guys, and I'm just going to...
So when
Prop
they jack the
myself up
van, they're
against
going
one
to
of
get
the
pseudo too. Great.
You would like that, wouldn't you? Safest place for me to be.
Do I have an Overwatch in the van? Like, can I see it?
Not yet. You're there. You know, you said you wanted to be a little bit early to be able to set up. How early are you there, by the way? That you guys?
I mean,
You said they're going to drive through between 3 and 4:30.
yeah. The estimated time for Grid
Right.
Guide to be able to get here is about 10 to 4.
Oh, 10 to 4. Okay. Well, how long does it take pseudo to set up for the lights and whatever? I assume the spike strip's quick.
yeah, we just throw that on the ground. Just basically orient it and lay it down, and it's good like 10 seconds tops.
Half an hour would probably be good enough.
Now, bear in mind,
Half an hour
Pseudo,
ahead of
that
time.
there are two ways as a technomancer to hack things. You can hack the thing. It is attached to the traffic network for London, so it's a little bit harder to hack. Or you could use something that's known as a skin link. And I should have mentioned this earlier, so I'll let you purchase it in retrospect, which allows you to effectively interface with it by plugging into it. Or you could just plug into it with your comlink. And then you can hack your...
I've got a dongle on my comlink.
Yeah, and then you can literally...
It's one of those
directly
little
interface.
pull ring things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just need I'd need to find an exposed cable though.
With an armor test, not an armor test, sorry, there is a test to be able to open up because they have a panel on them, which you can open. For maintenance, They're difficult to open. They're not designed for people to hack them, but you can do that.
You need me to help? I'm an engineer.
Sure, if you can open it up, then I can get a direct connection.
All right.
Teamwork.
I have an entire flowchart dedicated to so you want to break a maglock. Okay, what kind of maglock is it? So you walk up to it and you can see quite easily that it looks like it is a keypad. There is a little keypad under a little flap on there.
Okay. You're going to have to walk me through this one because...
You need to then break the case, which is a locksmith plus agility.
Does lockpicking count for locksmith?
Yes. Yeah.
Can I see any icons on this that would give me the impression that there is a sensor?
What on the keypad itself?
On the case.
No, there won't be. It'll be. To your knowledge, these things tend to be internally wired to the actual device inside. They don't, because it's a security device. They deliberately hardwire them, so you got to be cautious when opening it.
Well, Blowback, do your magic.
Okay, so I guess I got to open the case then.
Mystical mechanical man.
Okay, so it is a locksmith plus agility versus the maglock rating ×2 extended test. And you can do it every combat turn, losing 1 die every combat turn until you hit the rating.
Okay.
How many hits is that?
2.
No glitch. Okay. Lose 1 die, roll again.
Okay.
And a combat turn is 15 seconds, is that right? 3.
0 successes. You lose a die, you can carry on, you didn't glitch.
Yeah. You'd need a lot more ones.
Can I edge that last one? Are you allowed to edge extended rolls?
Sure, yeah, if you want to edge that roll, but...
There's almost no point.
You will run out of dice eventually, that is the downside.
Yeah, it's true. Okay.
We'll keep it running.
Nice.
Okay.
There we go.
You're getting there.
Nice.
Lose another die. You're now up to a grand total of, what was that, 5?
You actually missed out
6.
5. Yeah, he's got 6 in total now.
6, okay. So yeah, lose a die and roll again.
He missed out rolling 5. He rolled 4 then instead of 5, so if he could just roll the 5 on there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm bad at math. So I just roll a 5 now?
Yep.
Nope. So you lose 1 die off your total dice pool and roll again.
All right. This is a mess.
So this
I'm gonna edge
sort
the 5.
kneeling down next to this keypad, trying to get the case off, trying to figure out how to quite get it off without, just tearing the thing straight off of its screws.
I'm gonna edge the 5 just to re-roll all of them.
Oh, in which case you roll the 5 and the 4 before that, so it's 9. That should have been one pool.
Oh, it's all in one pool. Gotcha. Okay.
We know you can lose 1 die. Oh, how many is that? 3 successes. Tink! You managed to just get it off. Now, I need you to check if you activate the anti-tamper system. I need to make a locksmith plus agility roll.
God damn it. I didn't know there was an anti-tamper system. This is not good. I should read the book more.
Oh.
3. Oof, not too bad.
Did you glitch or did you not?
No.
Almost.
3 ones, 7 dies.
Okay.
7 die, rather.
Right, so
Close.
yeah,
Shen was panicking.
You pull the thing off a little bit too eagerly, and this one trailing wire that you see that's just not attached actually to the central circuit board, it's attached to something else, goes taut, and you can see the copper cable at one end begin to fray, and you go, oh. And you carefully make sure you put some crocodile clips on, you manage to short circuit that, and then you take the thing off. Almost activated the anti-tamper. You just got it. You needed a threshold of 3. You managed it. So now,
excellent.
You need to make... Oh my god, there's another test.
This is complicated.
So now, well, basically, you've taken the case off. You now need to actually, manage to get the actual circuit inside to convince it that, you're the right person. You need a locksmith plus agility versus a maglock rating. The same test you did before. Extended test once per combat turn.
Okay.
So did you decide how long you were here beforehand?
I was the only one that spoke up, and I said half an hour.
Half an hour. Okay.
You said that was half an hour to get your work done, not that we arrived half an hour early.
Yeah, but no one else said anything else. So
Let's say it's.
Am I
an hour
rolling?
then.
Okay, now. Yep, so agility plus locksmith or lockpicking, whatever. It's the same skill. There's only one skill in 5th edition.
Ooh.
What'd you get?
2 successes on the first one.
2 successes. Okay. Ooh, it's not showing up for me. Odd.
2.
There we go. 2, 2. Yep, so keep rolling. Take away 1 die.
2.
Yep. You manage it. You hit the threshold of 6. Beep.
They put a 3 maglock on that bitch? Damn, they went all in. Don't they only go up to like 5?
The entire panel sort of swings open, and you've got access to the internal circuit now.
Kava, I have my chat is pretty interested at the moment. Do you have suppressor?
Yes.
Yes. There you go, my chat.
But does he have a suppressor for his garish outfit?
Hey!
Cable is
talking to
still
Sugo,
wearing a
who's got
white
the
suit,
fucking
by the way.
The techno. Yeah, I'm still wearing the white suit.
On top of a
I did my
house.
job.
no,
I
wait.
didn't fail, guys.
Yeah!
Good job,
I'm
Blowback.
so happy that I didn't fuck up the whole run.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Right.
What was that for?
This
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
you look kind of
whatever it
guilty
was.
right now.
he didn't glitch himself, so he's fine. Can I? Is it just a simple case of now that everything's been disabled, I can hook up the cable?
He's still rolling.
Yeah, effectively, like there's an open exposed, basically USB port type thing. It's a universal port. You can just.
Okay. Well, then
I feel like we've triggered something.
there I go. I hook up.
Okay. You're
Right,
now
now.
like directly in, which means that the traffic light will use its rating to defend against any attack, which is not great. It's not
Okay.
cheap. It's not great.
What is its defense rating?
It will be a rating 3 device. They skimped
Okay.
on some of the traffic down here.
Right. Well, given the situation, and because I don't know what's about to happen, I am going to. How much time have we spent here? Just a rough estimate.
You've been there probably 20 minutes.
Okay. All right then. Well, ahead of time, Bit is still tasked with diagnostic on the van since I haven't told it not to, and I'm happy to leave it there. I'm going to summon Glitch, my crack sprite. So that goes down 1 task.
What does Glitch look like?
Glitch looks, as you might expect, a glitch. It is literally just this kind of convoluted, coalescing kind of form that just doesn't have a shape. It just keeps blinking in and out as if it's corrupt data.
Okay, so
It's just like a
effectively,
cloud.
this to anyone with AR who views this in front of you, Sudo, who you let view it because it's effectively existing on your device currently. This sort of ball, but it's sort of wobbling in weird ways of sort of obfuscated code that just sort of flows in and out of itself and is constantly changing in front of you. Sort of small, very faint sparks and arcs of electricity sort of peeling off it and back into itself, constantly changing.
Okay. Now I'm going to task Glitch with helping me thread a actually, rather than helping me thread that, I'm going to do something a little different. I'm also going to summon my fault sprite, Gru, which is literally, if you could imagine blackness, the complete absence of anything you could see. That's what Gru looks like.
Okay, so effectively in AR vision, this sort of block
A void.
comes down. It is literally pure black. There's no shade to it. There's no depth. There's no shadow given off. It's literally just emptiness. It's just a hole in the universe if you have it brought up on AR.
You somehow get the sense that if you enter that darkness, you're going to be eaten. That is Gru. But Gru I brought along. Gru is going to help me thread a complex task. And Glitch is going to take over sustaining of that task should I succeed. So that I'm not sustaining it. Now, the complex task that I am going to thread is... Let me just bring this one up. So I just have to open up the Data Trails book. Oh, actually, no, this one is the regular book. Right, it's Diffusion of Matrix Attribute Firewall. I'm basically going to try and brick this thing's firewall attribute directly.
That makes its firewall effectively 0, doesn't it?
No. It can't drop it below 1. Basically, I'll just read it out to you. This complex form entry is shorthand for blah, 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 blah. It's an opposed software resonance at whatever level I push it at is my limit versus willpower and firewall test. If I win, the target's attribute is reduced by my net hits.
Okay.
Okay, now then, because I have
On success.
Glitch, I've got, Gru helping me thread it. It's going to add its level, which is level 7, to my roll, which for my resonance stuff is pretty simple. It is 6 plus 7, Sprite assist, which is 7, and I'm going to thread it at a level of, I was going to thread it at 4, but I'm not going to change that now that I know there's only 1, because that would be cheating.
Wow.
4 successes.
Yep. You reduce its firewall rating to 1 because it can't go below 1.
Yes. Now, I do need to resist fading, which is my resonance plus my will. And I've got to resist the fade of level plus 1, which was 4. So I've taken 2 stun there.
Okay.
So I'll just mark that on my wound track. There we go. So that hasn't...
you sort of concentrate. Everyone sort of looks at you a little bit curiously for a moment, and then you sort of reel back, a bit of a headache, like you've, just sort of, bam, like you've just been whacked in the head a little bit too hard with like a rubber mallet. But you're done.
Yes. Right. And now that means Glitch is sustaining the thread. Diffusion of Matrix is literally just sustained. So now that that's done, I will...
Bear in mind, you will be sustaining that until about half an hour until the thing actually comes along. It's been about half an hour, you said an hour, so there's about half an hour during which someone might spot that there was something very weird going on a traffic light, but considering the number of traffic lights attached to the London network, it's unlikely.
You bloody Shen changing it to an hour when I said 30 minutes.
It's 3:30 in the
Pseudo
morning.
says he
He's gonna
needs
come
30
by.
minutes. He means he needs 30 minutes, not the
Rick, a
bloody
street light's
hour.
not working at 4 a.m. Let's go fix
I know.
it. Nobody's ever said that in Caltrans ever.
No, see, what they'll do is they'll be like, say, hey, someone noticed it, so they'll call in. No one answers. They get a machine. The guy gets there at 9 in the morning. Oh, apparently there's a problem down there. We'll go check it out. We're not even there. Who cares? Who cares?
Yeah, some might check it via the Matrix, though.
Right, so
yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and... well, the thing is that I just need 3 marks on it. So I am going to...
Do you want to do that near the time, or do you want to do it in advance? Because you in VR can act very, very, very quickly. As soon as someone says the van's, nearly there.
Yeah.
So it might be something you wanted to consider doing nearer the time.
Yeah, we'll do it nearer the time then. I'll just leave.
So at this point,
Which is-
as you're just finishing off and you've just been whacked in the head with your metaphorical rubber mallet as you get that headache from threading. Hello? Who's up there? Are you burglars? Someone shouts up to Kayla. I've got nothing to steal. Sod off with you.
Something always goes wrong, man.
It's always Caber's fault, too.
This game is
I'm not
tiring.
saying a fucking word, man.
I'm going to call the Lone Star. I'll get the star on you. Piss off.
This isn't even Lone Star territory.
How could this man see me?
Well, you are wearing a bright outfit. You're literally
3
glowing.
You're in a white suit right now, man.
You're literally glowing.
And you did
can't
climb
help
up his
it.
drain pipe outside of the, his bedroom, but,
Hashtag blame Caber indeed.
Oi!
Just convince him
Oi.
to go back to bed. It's fine.
Get down!
I'm just checking your drainage.
Can you wee in this cup?
There you go. Turn it into a talking contest. It's your only chance.
Yes, that's it.
You gotta turn it into a bullshitting contest. Because if it comes down to a stealth check by you just staying quiet, you're fucked.
No, I don't have a rifle pointed down at the street. Go
Okay,
back to bed.
so you are saying you're checking the drainage. That would count as
Yes, I'm just checking.
they've had time to evaluate the situation, so -1. You're wearing the wrong attire, -2. You're distracted because you're on a roof trying to keep your footing and you've got a sniper rifle, -1. You're obviously nervous, agitated, or frenzied, -2.
But he's
Not
so
intimidation. General, they're already suspicious of you. No, in fact, I'd say they are more than suspicious. They are prejudiced because they think you're a burglar, so that's -2.
But it's a default, man.
How many dice do you have normally on a result like this, a con?
Is it a fast talk?
No,
fast
not
talk?
really, not for
This
this.
is my roofing rifle, yeah.
This is, there's no way in hell, unless your dice pool is like 15 or higher, that you are pulling this off.
My fast talk is 15. My regular con is 13.
No, I wouldn't say it's fast talk because it's just, it doesn't even go the situation very much. It's like, I'm just checking the drainage. It's not fast talk. You haven't just bombarded them with some seemingly plausible data. You've just said, I'm checking the drainage, wearing a white suit and having like a short sniper rifle in your hand.
Bribe him! Bribe him! The system has failed.
Yeah, okay, sure. I'm gonna go inside. Make a judge intentions check.
Judge intentions is...
Prisoner
we're going to jail.
Is it intuition?
Did I get +2 for first impressions?
Just
not
remember,
for
the
judge
pug is the
no.
reason
Alright.
why we have to wait another 30 minutes for
You do not believe
Mark
him.
to get here.
You do not believe him. You think he might call the star in a minute. I mean, if he's actually got like wireless stuff activated on himself, he's probably calling them right now. You don't think he is, but his intention is to call the star at like a moment's notice as soon as he can. What do you want to do? And I will have to ask you to think fast. This guy is about to walk indoors. You've got a few seconds.
Tell you what.
Okay, can I load a gel round? Reload my gel rounds?
We already have gel rounds loaded. Just tell us what to do.
You're around next to the lamppost. He's about 40 meters
Oh,
away
we're
from
not-
the
I'm
house.
miles away from you guys.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm like 50
okay.
meters
Never
away.
mind.
Choke him out, Pug. Choke him
You
out.
quickly...
Lift him off the ground.
I will require you to roll initiative.
Alright.
I'll bring up the initiative
Goddamn
tracker.
elves.
I'll better click on myself.
It's not supposed to happen like this.
He wants the man to go its way.
What pseudo doesn't know can't hurt him. That's all that I'm saying.
Pretty much, mate. 3.
Okay.
This guy in a canal somewhere.
The problem is that I'm like one of the only characters that has a chance of stopping from actually wirelessly calling anyone, and I'm not aware that it's going on.
Okay, you've got 9, I've got 6. So, you quickly, complex action, simple action, take out clip, simple action, put clip back in. Unless you have, do you have a smart link?
No.
Oh, in which case, you are now loaded with gel rounds. His go. He dashes to the front door. He's panicking, so I will make him make a test to be able to open the door.
Cower in
quickly enough.
fear. Cower in fear. Shoot a friendly soldier. Come on, panic.
Shoot a friendly soldier. You've been playing too much
Composure.
XCOM.
Right. Oh, just 4 dice. 1 success. He does open the door, but he loses all his movement doing so. Okay, he is directly below you. If you, like, stand over the lip, you could possibly get a shot.
Okay.
Okay, so you move over to the edge. You have an EBR, which is a semi-auto, right? You can either do semi-auto burst, or you can aim and then single shot.
Has this got a suppressor, by the way?
Yes, it's got a suppressor.
Yeah.
It has a silencer, yes. So, I am going to do a short burst, a 3-bullet burst with the gel rounds.
Oh, it does burst. Oh god. Okay. Yeah. So short burst, and that gives you that is a complex action. Okay. So that gives the defender -2. Well, that's 3 bullets. What's your recoil compensation?
Recoil compensation is I've got a stock, which
1
is
point.
an extra 1 point. I've got a shock pad, which is an extra 1 point.
And you're a natural 1.
And then I've got recoil compensation of 3 on the gun.
Wow. Then what's your strength as well?
My strength is 1.
In which case, you have 6 points of inbuilt recoil compensation. You're fine. You're fine in 3 bullets. Bear in mind, by the way, people at home, if you fire more bullets than your recoil compensation, you start taking negative dice pool modifiers. He's got 6. He's only firing 3 bullets. He's fine. Okay. I would like you to roll it. You are at very close range. His porch light is on, which illuminates him, so you have no like negative modifiers to be able to hit him. So yeah, it's just your guns and your skill. And I'll be making a -2 to be able to avoid this.
So that is... It's going to be automatics, yeah? 11.
Yeah. 4. Okay. Do you want to edge that?
No.
Why do you ask?
No, don't want to edge that at all.
You hit with 3 net successes. What's the damage value of that?
Oh, God. Just stop clicking away from this. It's 12.
12. So you do 14 damage against resist. He's wearing a dressing gown. He's somewhat older. He's probably like 50, 60, somewhere about there.
In before you shatter his hip, he dies of massive cardiac arrest.
You just blasted Wee Willy Winky, dude.
Damage. Shock damage.
He
Wee
takes...
Willy Winky. Oh my god, I haven't heard that in so
Basically,
long.
like, the elf, seeing this guy run to the door below the lip, just quickly peers over the top, and this is point blank for a sniper rifle, guys. Sniper rifle's got a point blank range, a very short range of 50 meters. Stejo, you're shooting about a range of 3. Directly down, so it's probably like the head, and directly on top of the crown. You hit him with 14 points damage with this one, so that's 13 points. Bam. It's like he's being forced to the ground, like a sack of potatoes landed on his head. Just bam. There is a sound as you fire a suppressed weapon. Which I now need to roll for the neighbors. So it's -4 for a suppressed gun.
God damn it!
Show up
What?
at a stealth smash and grab for a bunch of people.
I'm
And
too poor for chameleon suits, mate. All right.
Haber, what do? Do you just stay there for a few minutes, or you gonna?
Nah, man, I'm jumping off of this roof and finding a different one to no, I'm going to stay on the roof. I'm staying on the roof.
As you're debating this, the door opens.
Yes, I'm staying on the roof.
David! Old lady runs out, like out the front door, quickly kneels down next to, presumably her husband. This elven lady with pointy ears looks like she's she's a little bit old for an elf, which is unusual because elves don't usually age. At least not that people have noticed in the short time period.
How close am I? Because I've got enhanced hearing as well through my earbuds. Am I
you can
able
see
to hear all of this?
Yeah, sure. Make a perception roll. I mean, remember you've got your
what do I
tech
need
rig,
to
so you
roll
can
for
see
this
what
one?
people see out of their like contact lenses and stuff. So you could have seen the entire exchange. Just bring up the information.
I'm just trying to work out if Pseudo is aware of what is going on. The fact that the Cabra is actually shooting, because they've all given me full access rights on their stuff. I'm probably getting notifications that rounds are going down.
Yeah, if you set up your comlink to get a notification every time someone fires, it would go.
Should I just roll perception on this?
I mean, sure. Like
I'm
no one's
not
told
actually
you, so unless you've set up a notification.
Yeah, and I haven't, but
No. I have -4
I can't
because it's
believe the
suppressed.
Cabra hasn't let us know.
It's a -4 because it's a suppressed gun.
No, the whole David stuff, and the fact that he was going, oh yeah, I'm up here tracking the drainage, mate.
Yeah, make a roll, and I'll adjust the threshold. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a straight roll.
Perception. Is that just flat out perception, no intuition or anything like that? Yeah.
Perception plus
How to
intuition.
mind their business.
Perception plus intuition. -4. What modifiers would I add onto this due to the enhanced hearing?
What's the rating of it?
Rating 1.
+1.
So just 1 extra. +1. Limit would be... For this, I have no idea what the limit would be.
It would be your mental.
Okay, well, that's not too bad then. It doesn't like Oh, sorry. I put 4 instead of 5 -1. I'm a dope. I do apologize.
You
2
hear
successes.
a silenced round being fired, and then about 30 seconds later, you hear, David! David! Oh no!
Okay, at
Caleb,
this
what are you
point-
doing?
I'm gonna shoot the bitch.
Go for it! She's already in your sights. You're waiting there, so...
Yeah, man.
Already standing
Pseudo,
over a guy
I'm
with a
just
gun.
like-
You might as well.
Pseudo has just pushed a message to Blowback's comlink saying, grab the medkit, head over there, say you're from Dock Wagon.
All right, I comply.
Okay, Caleb.
Well, I'm gonna shoot the bitch. Because
Are
I
you
don't,
doing
like,
the
I don't
same
know that.
burst?
Yeah, man.
Shoot
Sure.
the bitch.
You've had time to
Sorry.
reset your recall, so just roll for it.
Yeah, she's getting a 3-shot burst.
You've
It's getting
just
awfully
probably
close to
killed
wet work. It's getting
David.
awfully close to wet work.
This is
No.
gel
Oh my
rounds. I took an entire chance.
What?
Wow. Wow. I took an entire turn to reload into gel rounds, so I'm just knocking them the
Now,
fuck
bear in
out.
mind, she's not aware of you, so she doesn't get to roll to resist. You just emptied 12 damage, plus 9 successes. That is 21 points of damage. She's going to try and resist with body. She takes
Yay!
20 points
She's
of
a
damage.
sturdy old woman.
Now, bear in mind that any damage that goes onto your stun track, for people at home, if it exceeds your stun tracks, you've got 2 types of HP. You've got stun and you've got, like, physical. If it exceeds your stun, it then overflows onto physical. Someone hits you in the head with their fist, you take stun damage, generally. If it continues after you're unconscious, you take physical damage. Someone can kill you like that. You just shot someone in the head with a gel round from this angle, effectively, doing 20 points of stun damage. That fills her track, which is 9. That goes on to physical, which is 9. That exceeds it by 2, which is her body. Your gel round hits her in the head. There's a sound of something breaking, something porous breaking, and there's a snap, and there's a clatter of what sounds like a sack of potatoes hitting the ground.
Fine. Hey, it was either that or get Lone Star called on me. I'm perfectly fine with that.
So I
Okay.
assume by now, Blowback's got a mess on his hands.
Pseudo, by the way, because you
fucking
heard
hate
all
you
that,
guys.
you pull up Kawa's feed, you could have seen that quite easily.
Oh, Pseudo would have been watching
Yeah.
at that point.
Okay. I've got a roll to if anyone hears that one. No.
Oh.
I won't
David?
play anymore.
Okay. You've got about 15 minutes until the convoy is expected to roll through.
Shit. So do
I'm,
I stabilize the old lady, or are we just gonna set up for the ambush?
Just drag him inside and close the door.
I'm reloading.
That would be
into
your job.
other
You're the
person.
big strong guy.
Definitely getting a message pushed to Blowback's comlink, just saying, are they still alive?
As
I'm gonna
Blowback
check
goes,
them.
check them. Make a first aid roll. By the way,
Alright, so I got first
how strong a
aid.
med kit do you have?
Rating 6.
6. So that's the size of a duffel bag. So you lug that out of the van. You go running over. Now, bear in mind, a level 6 med kit has both an automated assistant, who is updated and stuff. It has a full rack of surgical tools. It has a little computer that you plug into someone and does a full biometric readout on them and gives you advice, etc. So yeah, you get to add that number, so 6 to your dice pool, including first aid plus logic plus 6.
All right, so we got 14 to save an old lady.
7 successes.
I'm gonna revive her. God damn it!
Okay, now let me just double check. I think you have to exceed your body to die. So I'm going to double check this. Unless Stejo, you can find this quicker than me, maybe. I'm using
I thought he was going to say, unless Stejo, you want to finish the job.
You know,
if you want to.
Reload into regular ammo and finish the bitch off. Nah, I'm not that callous. I just wanted to knock the fuck out. I don't want to kill her. But, I mean...
You shot a gel round through her brain.
I also burst fire it, which is so much worse. I just wanted to make sure the job was done.
I love the way he says it as well. It's like, I didn't just shoot one.
Okay, so... Blowback. The male is alive. He's fine. He's just unconscious. It looks like he'll be out for a little while.
Yay.
The woman was bleeding out. Basically, what happened is the gel round had hit her on the top of the head. It had twisted her skull down at the same time shattering her second vertebrae. She's probably going to be paralyzed. You're not too sure. You would need to do a full neurological workup and like spinal stuff.
That's like worse than dead.
But you immobilize her neck. You strap on a collar. You also then make sure that like she's not going to be disturbed, etc. You board her, you collar her, you spine her, you snap out one of these folding boards, you put her on that. You're very, very lucky because that would have also affected her breathing. Breathing goes off your third vertebrae, and she'd snap the second. So if she'd twisted much and damaged the spinal cord, she'd have been gone. You're very lucky. You got there in time, very quickly, strapped and board her. She's not going to be bleeding out. She will be unconscious for a very long time, and she probably needs medical attention.
We'll call that in later. Let's go do the job. Hide him in a house.
At this point, everyone is getting a message pushed to their comlink saying, yeah, and Kaba's cut of this run is being anonymously donated to her healthcare.
I assume in the future, maybe we've got that good shit where you just go to the hospital for free now. I mean, we're in England, so you're good. You're not. At least it's not the United States.
Emergency in the UK, emergency care is free. Anything after that is now privatized or costs money off of the no longer national NHS. Luckily, by the way, when you're going through her stuff,
David Cameron.
You do find that she does have a dock wagon contract for basic healthcare and emergency healthcare.
Okay, so I take down the information so I can call it.
Yeah, she's got a serial number attached to her comlink, attached to her SIN. You have that information. It's fine. Her name is Beatrice Price.
Beatrice and David, well done, Kava. You monster.
Get back on the roof and shoot the right thing. We said van, not old lady.
Hey, they were going to rumble, mate.
These are two different objects.
The old man said he was going to phone Lone Star. What am I supposed to do?
At this point, Pseudo actually starts talking into his subvocal mic. If she has Dock Wagon, a Dock Wagon about to show up.
When you checked her over, you didn't find any sign of a biomonitor, which would ultimately alert them. Some people do have like wristbands as well, which you can just manually trigger. She didn't have one of those either. It looks like she had a very basic plan with them. Effectively, if she needed healthcare, it was basically health insurance.
No need to phone them.
Her premiums will go up, but she's old. All old people are rich. She'll be fine.
She's an elf. She's not old.
And she's an elf, man. She's
an elf. She's loaded. If not, Pimps is hiring.
Yeah. I'm going back to my spot on the apex of the roof and setting up my rifle again.
Okay. Do you want to go onto the apex of the roof, or the door's open?
Could go inside.
No, I'm happy having the high ground. Okay. I don't want to be trapped inside a house. Okay,
as you go down to the ground to debate this, the door is open. You see there are pictures of them playing with their kid. There's a couple of pictures of their kid grown up. It looks like they're 20-something. They're now working for a corp. There's a picture of Beatrice actually playing tennis. Looks like she was quite into tennis. Okay. You go back to the
Pseudo is
roof.
literally the only one who gives a shit about this. Kay was like, yeah, I'm glad she's dead.
One less
not
person
bad.
shitting in a lake.
Sure. You go back to the roof. Right. Where are people positioning? There is 10 minutes until this convoy comes down on you.
As far as I
figured-
know, Blowback and I are on opposite sides of the road, of the intersection.
Out of sight, maybe
Out of
laying down
sight.
or some shit. Is there
Yeah.
like a berm we can hide behind, or do we have to like lay down in some grass?
There's a slight verge at the edge that sort of slopes away a little bit, so if you just sort of at the edge of the road, you can be quite low in against the grass and be hard to see.
Perfect.
All right, we're back there then. We're doing that.
Okay, so
It's
Pug,
dark. We're good.
Blowback, Pseudo, you're over in the van, so I'll just put you, the van's down here. Technically, this is like 15 meters over, but whatever.
Just a quick question. Would I be able to
Blowback,
be
you're
over
there.
there whilst hacking the lights as well?
The lights don't have a wireless in them, do they? They're essentially
I don't
cabled.
know, you tell me.
No, they do have wireless. They're just on the host. Yeah, you could, and you can got the dongle in.
Yeah.
In which case, yeah, you can communicate the dongle wirelessly, and the dongle then
Oh, okay,
plugs
that's
directly in, and you're fine.
Fantastic. Okay.
Okay, that civilian is no longer there. I don't need you on the initiative track anymore, civilian. Boop.
Aye.
But he's not a Viking anymore.
Fuck you, David.
Okay,
You, David?
are you deploying that spike strip?
Yeah, I gotta put that thing down
Right.
across the intersection or whatever in case they run.
Now, you said it was wirelessly deployable, right? Like, we can wait till
Yeah.
last moment and then have it spread out.
Yep.
Pushing
He'll
out a
take
message that says that he's about to
symbol
go.
or
He's about to
if you
go
remember.
full VR, so he can trigger it.
in
Before
which case,
anything
for you, it
else
would be a 3 action. Anyone with direct neural interface, which actually includes Pug, because Pug has a direct neural interface slot, can activate as a free action.
Okay.
Where are you putting that down? It will cover 3 lanes. Bear in mind, in the UK, we drive on the left.
Well, they're coming from the south to the north.
Yep.
All right, then we'll target the middle of the left 2 lanes.
So it covers 3 lanes, so 2 well, or 3 with a little bit less coverage. It's up to you how far you want to cover.
Well, how about this? How about if we put it in the middle of the second to the left? Because then if they try to swerve around it to the left, they'll like go off the side of the road. And you said there's like a ditch over there.
Yeah, okay. And you want to extend it 2 or what? 3? Because you can extend it 3, just won't be as reliable.
And 2's fine.
Okay. And do you want to put this like right after the traffic lights on the other side of the crossing?
Well, that was a question: is how fast do you think they'd be accelerating, Mister Smart with Cars, Mister Blowback?
What check would I do for that to make a knowledge check about the car?
About what distance to place it? Yeah.
Oh, you would generally know the speed of vans and stuff. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
They have an acceleration of... That is an aircraft. That is very, very different. Of about...
Yeah, just slightly. Just slight difference in speeds generally.
I want you guys to know, by the way, I can fly like spaceships and helicopters. I don't know if I've ever brought
Sweet.
this up so far.
Oh my god!
But I
you've got
took 5
piloting
skill
arrows.
points.
Oh
Let's get a
my
spaceship.
lord!
Let's
It
get
was part of my grouping.
Okay,
Nice.
they have an acceleration of 1. So they're not particularly fast.
Okay.
Now,
So from that knowledge, do I know where to put the spike strip?
Yeah, they can go... they can change the speed by 10 meters per turn if they choose to use the running rate, I think, for vehicles. So they can go from 0 to 10 meters in 1 turn. They can go from 10 to 20. Let's just double
I'm gonna
check that.
comm link over to Stejo
10 to 20.
and be like, now that
40.
you whacked a bunch of O people, do we have an evac plan in place? Weren't we supposed to talk to a guy about a thing?
Whoops.
5 minutes.
I was
Where do you
supposed
want
to
the
phone
spike
him.
strip?
We can just put it kind of like in the intersection, I guess. Oh, we wanted him to go into the ditch, though, didn't we? Okay. So if you go from the last square that the van occupies on the left. If we just go perpendicular out from there and just get it to cover the second lane and as much of the third lane as we can, or the second lane and the fourth lane. That's third and fourth, I guess.
So there.
Are we going left to right or right to left?
It was recommended you cover half that lane so you can get them to swerve and go into the ditch. So that's where you want it.
I'm not seeing anything on my map.
The white line.
It's a white line.
Oh, there it is. I'm sorry. I got bad. Yeah, that's cool.
Okay.
At this point, given that we're getting really close now, Pseudo is summoning the machine sprite Bite, and he is, and this is with an enormous, eye-bleedingly bright arrow just plastered into Kaba's vision field right now. Do not shoot to kill, and he's assigning Bite to diagnostic his cyber weapon for the engine shot.
Okay.
No faith in our elf.
Stejo,
I wonder why that is.
Kaba, you notice your rival starts acting a little bit quicker. The slight adjustments to where the recule is pointing, slightly adjusting faster for distance, and as you move, it's starting to predict your exact movements, and it's taking into account the slight breaths of your body. And
right now, if they could see into the Matrix and see resonance creatures, they'd see that right behind, Kaba's icon is this massive kind of the gardener robots from Laputa Castle in the Sky, just this huge lumbering kind of friendly giant with this big blank faceplate. There's just kind of happy little anime kind of,
and it's just hugging Kaba from the back, holding his gun as well.
Mm.
It's like a scene out of Ghost.
Oh goodness.
Okay, in which case, anything else you want to do?
Reach around.
We're entering the zone where they could be coming any moment now, so anything you want to do? I'm counting time away.
I just want to get set up for the ambush now that we got the thing in there.
Just aiming. Taking aim.
Okay, you spot the van. It has 4 cars of it.
Do we know if the cars are actually with it, though?
Well, they are Lone Star cars. Yes.
Shit.
I thought they said 1X escort, man.
Yeah, I heard one
At
escort.
least.
I say we call it off. Fuck this guy. He can do his own job. This has been too stressful. We killed an old lady. I gotta go fucking pray to Jesus or something.
I shot an old man and an old lady. We are not calling this job off.
Wait, who is Dwarf Jesus? He must have an amazing beard.
The first car is actually about 80 meters in front of the rest, and the rest are sort of in this triangular formation that you can see here if we ignore this front car, because the front car is effectively the Ford Scout.
I think we're
okay. Are they coming up to the lights?
They're a good 120 meters away from Kaba's view. The rest of you can't quite see them yet. You can see headlights in the distance, maybe something, but you can peer through Kaba's vision and you can see down the scope. You can see this van.
Okay. Kaba get a ping on his comlink saying, "Tell me when."
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, so the first car pulls up to the traffic lights. By the way, if you're taking aim, please tell me what you're taking aim at, because you can have up to 3 consecutive turns of aiming stored for your first shot.
I am taking aim on the van right now. So
no matter what, we need the van.
By the way, people are asking about the extra escort. There's an extra escort because armed, and then there were 2 cars coming out to meet them from Lone Star for the actual leg into London itself. People are asking in chat. So yeah, you were saying?
I'm just taking aim at the van. I'm just aiming for the engine block.
Okay,
just
so you're aiming for the core
tracking
engine block. Good to know. Anyone else aiming at anything particular?
Nah, I'm out of sight, so I'm kind of.
Yeah, I mean, we can't really take aim at headlights.
Oh, you can. You can aim at
gel rounds don't hurt cars, so.
Yeah, gel rounds don't do damage to cars, unfortunately. Okay, so the first car gets to the traffic lights. Are the traffic lights unaffected?
Has Kaba given me the signal?
First car reaches traffic lights.
Okay.
Is that what you said?
The first car,
Yep,
which is
no,
80
just-
meters in front of the other cars.
It's fine.
Um,
I'll tell you when to give. I'm giving the signal.
Okay.
Okay, so the
All right.
first car gets to the traffic lights. The traffic lights are going to be randomized because who knows what's going to happen. It goes through the traffic lights.
You have to roll for the light.
And the other cars come up to the traffic lights.
How far away is the car that's in front of the van? Away from the van?
It's pretty close. It's effectively like 2-car distance, so the stopping distance. They're pretty tight formation.
Okay, I'm going to signal pseudo now.
Okay.
Okay. Right. Well, then
Do it.
I'm gonna push. I'm gonna go for puppet on the lights because I wasn't told early enough to start hacking. So I'm going because I've got no marks. So I'm gonna go for puppeteer and tell the lights on the next available matrix action to switch to red.
Okay.
I still have Glitch helping me with. No, sorry, I've still got Gru helping me with threading. So I'm going to do this. Let me just bring up Puppeteer so I can make sure the levels are right. This has a firewall of 1 currently, so I'm going to go with 7. Sprite assist of 6. Oh, no, sorry, Sprite assist of 7. I'm going to go for a 3 on that. Boom. 3 successes.
Okay, what do I roll to resist?
It is willpower plus firewall test.
But my
Threshold
firewall's
based
used to
on the type
1.
of action.
So.
Yes.
No. What do you pop it to do?
I told it to switch to red.
Okay. They pull up to the lights. I was going to stay back from the lights.
And I am going to try and resist fading. Oops. What did I just press there? Did I just...
You rolled.
I think I rolled
14.
the wrong thing.
How many dice you meant to roll?
Uh,
So every time
Not
Aavak
sure
uses
why
one
I
of his
rolled that.
magical
7
technomancer
plus
powers,
5,
he has to
yeah.
resist damage to himself.
yeah, 7 plus 5, which is my... I guess that is right. Let me just double check. Yeah, resistance. So that is me resisting 6 of the... How many hits were there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's stun damage. So I resisted 3 of them, so I get hit by 3.
Okay,
more
so you're
stun
now at
damage.
5. So you're actually at -1 to all actions then.
Yes.
That's a pretty hefty amount of damage to take before combat. Right.
Yes, it is actually.
The cars come to a stop. They're waiting at the light.
I'm gonna message pseudo to ask if he's doing anything or if I have to take the shot.
Sure, I'll do puppeteer again. But you haven't told me who to shoot. I can't see the things.
Well, you're supposed to be
How long does Puppeteer
blowing
last for?
some airbags. I'm gonna take my
Puppeteer
shot.
Is instant. It just forces it to do the next thing. I've told it to go
Okay.
red.
So basically, it's forced it to go to the red cycle, so it'll be red for about a minute.
Yeah.
And then it'll change back. Okay. Maybe not a minute, maybe 40 seconds. So 40 seconds, it's going to be red.
Okay.
I'm giving you 40 seconds. What do you want to do?
Okay, but you're taking your shot, is that right?
Yep, just gonna take the shot.
The thing is I'm in
Aye.
hot sim, so I've got a huge amount of initiative right now, so I'm not sure when I should be reacting.
If you want to do
I just
anything,
start
just
blowing
say
airbags
and
now.
shout it, and we'll do it.
Yep.
Pop, 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 pop.
Okay, well, okay, but take your shot, and then I'll go next.
All right, so I've got my aimed shot. What modifier are we getting for the aimed shot then?
It's engine blocks, so I'm going to say a normal aim shot is -4, but you're aiming specifically for the engine block, so... And you haven't looked up the diagram of this vehicle, so you don't know exactly what part is the best part to hit, so I'm going to call it a -6, and it's not a moving vehicle, so there's no modifier for that. It is slightly dark. And there is glare from headlights.
I've got low light vision, though.
Glare from headlights? -8.
Okay.
-6 because you're shooting at a very specific point in the car.
Right. Shall I roll the diagnostics now for his sniper rifle?
Yeah. So you will get a bonus plus basically whatever net hits this thing gives you.
4 hits plus 1 to his limit.
You gonna edge that?
Me?
Yeah.
Sure, I'll burn a... rather not burn, I'll use a point of edge.
So Aavak
got
uses a point
lots
of edge
of
to
edge.
re-roll the diagnostic
I know, he's
sprite.
got crazy edge.
So it's 4 plus the additional hits from the re-rolls.
Which I'll just... unfortunately, the way that one rolls is a little bit annoying. So, how many? It was 14, I got 4, so it's just roll 10.
Caber, did you change your rounds?
Yes, I changed my
Yeah, you
rounds.
did.
Okay. Chat was making me nervous. They doubted you.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And I
it's
got
plus
another
8
4.
dice, -8 die. So Caber, you're a flat roll.
Plus 1
Alright.
to your limit as well.
Oh yeah,
Plus
plus 1 to the
11
limit.
plus 1 to my limit.
Plus you've been aiming. You don't have a smart link?
I don't have a smart link, though.
You can either have 3 points worth of increasing the limit, or you can have 3 points
I'll
worth
have poor
of increasing die. Which do you want?
So, sorry, what was the first one?
3 points to your limit, or 3 points to your die, or mix and match.
Just 3 points to the die.
Okay, so you're at +3 to the test. You've been aiming
Alright.
for the max amount, which is 3 combat turns.
Are we ready?
Spend a point of edge.
Do I...
I would do
Yes,
it.
I do have a point of edge. I'm going to spend it. Yeah. I didn't
Okay.
know if I had one or if I'd used it this
So
already.
reroll another 12 die to add to those 2.
Oh, the plan always goes wrong.
That's a bit better.
Nice.
7 hits.
That's
Okay,
good.
so this is the APDS.
Sorry?
AP rounds, yes.
Yes. So it's
Okay.
so it's -7 AP. With
Okay,
the-
so
with the ABR and
this
the AP
is
rounds.
7 extra hits. -3 for the gun, -4 for the APDS. What's the base damage of the gun?
12.
12.
So that puts you at 19 damage, -7 armor. Okay. Seven. So you do 19 damage. I take 12. Let me just double check. What is the health of the vehicle? Just FYI.
No idea.
I had this before.
I think we can just all agree that we killed it and we win now.
That sounds
take a
good.
vote.
Yeah.
Let's take
the
a vote.
others, The others are like, oh my gosh, we're under attack. I'm like 2 days away from retirement.
Flee into the hills!
I'm too old for this shit.
I've still got a long life with my grandpa and grandma,
Uh-huh.
David and Beatrice ahead of me.
Kick that bitch out the back and let's get out of here. They can have him.
Poor David Beatrice.
I wonder if chat knows. Chat, what is the health of the vehicle in Shadowrun? But vehicles
be.
have a physical track equal to 12 plus half their body, I believe. Okay. So you do 12 points of damage. That is enough to take out the engine.
Nice.
So there is a... ting. I'm going to have to check if they heard the shot. They are inside a vehicle, which has the engine running. So...
And he's got a silencer. Well, no, just for the ting then? Okay.
Just for the...
Well, yeah, they are inside the vehicle. Vehicle stats are on, yeah, but vehicle stats don't include health. Right. So yeah, you did 12 points of damage to that car. Van. Roughly its HP is equal to 20. So yeah, it's pretty badly damaged. Now the engine is not running. It's and you can hear it sort of starting to stutter, and it just sort of slowly grinds to a halt. Anyone doing anything else? Because you were acting very fast here, Pseudo especially.
Yeah, I'm going to try to... There are 3 cars there right now. Is that around the van?
Sure.
Yeah? Okay, well, I'm going to go for a... I'm going to try and puppet the car at the back. Are they all wireless? Are we assuming that, or are they not?
Yeah, all the 3 cars are wireless.
Okay. Well, I'm going to... first, actually, I'm going to tell... No, I'm going to try and puppet the electronics in the rear car and command it to deploy its, airbags, brakes, all of that, gubbins, foam. Fill it with foam. That would be funny. Whatever countermeasures it has to prevent loss of life during a crash.
Okay.
Okay.
So basically, tell it that the front impact sensor is triggered.
All of them have triggered. The sides, the rear. It has just been in like the middle of a crossroads and hit by everything. I want all of the airbags firing. I want the ones in the rear passenger doors to be going off right now.
We want them trapped in the car with pneumatic Mike Tyson.
I want it to go off.
All right. So now this is
right.
As soon as because we know that that he just took the shot and took out the engine, right? We know that, right? We're seeing this.
Yep.
As soon as you see that, Lone Star will be responding. The only reason I'm giving Pseudo an extra chance is because Pseudo's acting in VR.
Yeah.
So super fast. Once again, it is firewall and willpower. Now, bear in mind, I've not done anything to try and nerf these guys' firewalls.
It is convinced. There is a... I would roll stun damage.
Warning lights are going off. The alarm's just gone in. Everything is going mad.
Okay.
A little disco in the camp. Everyone inside is covered in marshmallow.
I would say that the airbag probably does 6 stun damage. Say that you can resist it with half your armor, because it is going off effectively for your face and your upper torso. So half armor plus body. Actually, be plus willpower, but it's close enough. He takes 2 points of stun damage. And he has airbags deployed.
Okay.
Does the rear vehicle even have a driver?
Yeah.
There's no icon.
Yeah, there's an icon on it, as far as I can see.
It was in the passenger.
Yeah, there we go.
Mind.
Sorry, don't mind me. I'm going to make a quick composure test, so willpower. No successes. He jams down the accelerator as he's hit by the airbag and shunts the van in front. Which will do some ramming damage, but not much, because he's going very slow when that happens.
It's also going to pin the door shut. How are we going to get him out of the back now?
Body divided by 2.
Or maybe it's one of those vans that's got a side. It's like a transit van.
It's got gold-wing doors on the sides.
Yeah, it might not.
It's like the Lil Wayne of vans.
Just knock the van over. It's fine.
Yeah, Troll
Just get the troll and rip the side off it.
Why bother? Troll can just pick up the van and start running. It's fine.
Doesn't take any damage.
That's a lot of dice.
Yeah. All right.
Just as long as
Doesn't
that
take any
van
damage.
doesn't blow the fuck up.
Have I got a chance to do anything else?
No, we're rolling initiative.
Okay.
Okay, everybody roll initiative.
Right. Bear in mind that I've got to roll for all of my sprites that are out right now, which is all but one of them.
Have fun. Do you want me to give you some sprite icons?
Yeah, I'll need 5. Sorry, no, I'll need 1, 2, 3. Oh no, yeah, no, I need 4. 4. It is just 4. It's okay. I've got macros for all of this. I was prepared. As soon as you drop the sprite icons, if you just put them to the side or something, then it's easy for me to click on them.
Yeah, next to my little pool of characters I have at the top.
10 for
Okay.
initiative is terrible.
What is the first name of the sprite? Glitch?
The first one is Bit.
Bit. Okay.
Currently in the van, diagnosing it.
Then the next one
Since, like,
is
a day. Bite. Bit and Bite. I mean, come on.
the next one
siblings.
is
Glitch.
One's bigger than the other.
Yes. As all siblings are.
and the next one is
Gru. Grok is chilling out in the resonance version of the Bahamas right now.
okay. It's all going off. Right.
Okay, right. Which of the icons that I'm using?
Top right. Bit, bite, glitch, grew.
I don't see their names. You may need to make sure that they've been given over to me to use as well. I'm afraid.
Does that help?
Yes. Super tiny words. So small. I must zoom in. It would help if I wasn't zoomed all the way out, actually. Yeah. I've never claimed to be a smart man.
That does tend to help.
That's glorious. That's glorious. Right, okay. I'm just going to go and quickly run through all of these.
We still need... who else do we need? Initiative from Pseudo, and I need my initiative, so I'm going to add my initiative now.
Okay, you go ahead. I will do Bit.
Caber, we're going to need you to drop some of these guys. It's going to get nasty down here.
Yep.
There are a
Wait,
lot
what?
of living cops. a lot of living cops. This was supposed to go off way better than this. Granted, if there was only one escort, this would have been the shit. It would have been going down. It's those 3 extra escorts that fucked us.
Yeah.
However, they are surprised, which means they do not act in their first round.
Yeah!
Oh, Gru is going to have so much fun with that.
But they're
Wow, did they
inside the
really-
cars, too.
Did they really roll 35?
Yeah, well, they're resonance entities. They exist in the Matrix. They
Oh, I
act
saw the civilian
fast.
face. I saw the civvy face. I thought it was the police. I'm like, what?
No,
We're gonna
that would
die!
be very, very bad. We would
All
all
the
be
cops have
dead.
acquired reflexes 5.
For anyone wondering, by the way, in chat, the van is a cross between the Bulldog and the Roadmaster. I cobbled together a half sort of in-between model because it's not a full-on Roadmaster, but it is a sort of armored transport van. Slightly armored, not much. Really not much.
Okay. All of the initiatives have been rolled.
Okay, let me sort in descending order. Right,
Surprise, surprise.
Bit hasn't been given an order, right?
No, Bit's just happily sat there, just doing his thing.
Bite.
Diagnosing the van. Is currently diagnosticing the sniper rifle and is still there.
Bite.
Gru. Yeah, Bite is the one who's checking out the sniper rifle.
Oh,
Bit is
Bit.
diagnosing the
Glitch.
van.
Glitch.
Glitch is sustaining threading, and Gru is currently helping me to thread. So
Hug. And Blowback. You can choose who goes first.
Blowback, go ahead.
the biggest gun.
Okay.
We had the
So
same
what am I
gun.
looking at for cover here? Like...
What you see at the moment is you're seeing a load of vehicles. You can't really see very easily into the inners because there's a lot of glare coming from their headlights in your direction. As far as you can tell, no one has got out from where you can see. Now, bear in mind that your spike strip is not deployed yet. It's still wirelessly just sitting there.
Okay.
By the way, you know when the car smacked into the van, did you roll
Yeah.
to see if that van's sensors detected a collision and deployed the airbags?
Yeah, it wasn't hard enough to do any damage, so it wouldn't have set off a sensor.
Cool.
All right. So is it a free action for me to do the wireless, or is it simple?
Simple, because you don't have a direct neural interface.
Okay. I'm going to move forward by 1, 2. I got to zoom in my map here. I can't see.
Now, bear in mind, you can hold your shot and say, I'm going to shoot anyone who gets out of the vehicle. You can do that.
Yeah, I'm going to move up a little bit, though. So I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Then from right there, I'm going to use one simple action to blow the spike strip. So that thing's good to go, and now the spike strip loves me more than it did. And I'm going to hold my action to shoot a gel round at anybody that gets out of the front vehicle. The front left, I guess.
They don't call them
You
blowback.
can say anyone who gets out of the vehicle, so that's fine.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, so you're standing up right now. You've got, what weapon have you got out? Your assault rifle, the arrows?
Yeah, with the gel rounds in it.
Oh my god.
Okay, that brings us to Pug.
All right, I'm going to take aim with the specific intention of using a flashbang grenade, but I'm going to hold my action until anybody comes out of a vehicle.
Okay, bear in mind you can't aim if you don't know where you're exactly going to shoot unless you want to pick a
Okay,
spot.
can I say specifically?
You can, pick a specific spot, and you say, as soon as anyone gets out, I'm firing the grenade.
Yeah, I'm going to do it on top of the nearest vehicle, which to me is the second blue vehicle.
Okay, sure. Right on top of that. As soon as anyone gets out, you can go. Right, Kaber. You're currently firing APDS ammo. You've just managed to put one through the front vehicle. Through the van.
I am reloading gel rounds. That's
Okay.
Hey,
simple action.
could you... Am I not on the list of
If you haven't added yourself... no, you aren't.
You're not there.
27 for initiative.
Did you have your
Okay, well,
token
you have
selected?
You have a civilian
I
face.
may not have, no. That was my bad. Could you just insert that in? It says that I rolled. It's the last thing that's on the
You can
roll.
do it yourself. You just click on it and change your number to 27. Oh, you're not in the list at all. Right.
No, I'm not on the list
It's
at all.
not. It has to add you to the list. Yeah.
Yeah, my bad. Sorry about that. Yeah, I was just
Okay, we'll get to your go in a second.
Yeah, I'll go after.
Okay, so what are you doing? You changed. Cool, you're now firing
Reloaded
gel
gel
rounds. That brings us to Pseudo's turn because you held it effectively. What do you want to do?
Okay, I am going to... let me just bring up the list of my sprites again. Well, where's my character sheet? Damn it. I shouldn't pop out windows. All right, simple action. I am telling Gru to use a task and join cyber combat. This takes one task and it will last until all enemies are dead or neutralized or we've escaped combat.
Okay.
And it's just going to go to town on our enemies. It can use its powers. They're free to use for it as long as they're cyber combat powers.
But no one is in cyber combat, so...
No. Well, we're all engaged with them. I've been popping things. We're in initiative, I would say. We were in cyber combat.
Yeah, cyber combat tends to be fighting other people in combat. I mean, you can just tell it to start, cyber combating the vehicles if you want to attack the vehicles and, any devices
well, I was
they
going to
have,
say...
but...
Yeah, I was going to say just attack all of our enemies' guns.
Oh, sure. Okay, yeah.
All of their weapons.
Cyber combat their guns. Okay, it's going to go through the guns one by one.
And the second task I'm going to do is I'm going to take Bit and tell it to stop. I'm going to drop its task. Stop diagnosticking the van. And I want it to start glitching any enemy weapons.
Okay.
Rather gremlins on enemy weapons, that is.
Sure.
That's my
right,
turn.
it's going to pick a random vehicle, a random gun to do that, and the other one's going to pick a random gun. No, a random weapon. You said gun to the first one, you said weapons to the second one. Good to know.
Yes.
Right. Bring us back to the top of the turn. Everyone deduct 10 from your initiative, please. So select your token, or tokens, pseudo, and go change initiative, type 10, and you're good.
Dunk. Hello, my beautiful sprites. I'm sorry, you must grow slower. It is only fair. As meat bags, we can't keep up.
So the way this works for anyone in chat watching is when you have initiative, you can act multiple times in a combat. So if you have initiative of 5, you get to the end of the round, you deduct 10. If you've got a positive number left, you don't. You've got -5, you can't act again. If you say 15, you deduct 10, you've got 5, you get to act again. Initiative 5, and every pass until there's no one left. So, for instance, those sprites are going to be acting many, many times. It's the virtue of being just made up of the internet. Acts pretty fast.
There we go.
Right, bit.
Bit is the one that I told to start using gremlins on weapons.
Okay, in which case...
Sorry, on... yeah, I just said specifically weapons on him. Which does mean grenades. I should have thought this through. Oh, well.
Yeah, set off their flashbangs in the car. Chunky salsa!
In which case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's annoying, but I can easily roll D8. 6. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hello, SWAT trooper number 1. Right. He's picking. Did you say weapons to glitch?
Weapons, yeah.
Okay, so
weapons, yeah. I can roll that.
Okay, I'm going to randomize which weapon. Okay. Please roll.
You ready for me to roll?
Yep.
Wow. Is he going robot for anyone else?
You went slightly robot for a minute ago.
I think we're losing audio.
Yeah.
Okay. It seems okay now to me.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was just Skype being Skype.
Yep.
Let me just double check. I have got Steam open on my other computer. It could be... No, it's not doing anything. 5. Now, what do I roll to resist?
Blah, blah. I will have to look for you. Give me a second. Need to bring up the rulebook. Where are you? Gremlins. Okay. Versus device rating plus firewall test.
Okay. So 2 net hits. That gives you a glitch, not a critical, right?
Yeah, it's 4 more net hits in order to cause a critical glitch.
Okay, let me note this down.
What is happening right now?
So,
Lost.
This is what happens when a Technomancer panics. It's like, sprites! Do the
Bits,
everything!
you didn't say to
everything.
report what it was doing individually, so it has just confirmed that it just managed to glitch something. Okay. Let's move on to glitch after bit. So glitch now.
Right, well... Everyone's going to be like, God damn these sprites! Right, well, glitch is currently sustaining threading, so it's not doing anything right now.
Okay.
He's just with me.
bite.
He's waiting to help me thread complex forms.
Drew.
Gru is attacking. He's just trying to brick weapons.
Okay.
Guns, rather.
Roll D8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cop number 5. And... Did that even roll? Oh, there we go. 2. Sure. Make your attack.
Okay. Right, well, Gru is going to be using a...
Okay, Skype has frozen for me.
level
back?
plus 1.
Oh, we're back. We're back.
What was that, sorry?
Skype cut out.
Yes, we're back.
This is going weird.
Skype is being janky right now.
Oh,
Yeah,
good
Yeah,
just
no,
do it.
seriously.
Right,
so... Roll.
Fuck's sake!
7, 3, 10, plus 7, 17 dice. I'm just making sure that I've got the right thing for this, and its limit would be its data processing, which is 10.
And I roll to resist.
Keep highest 10.
Your sprites got confused and they attacked Skype.
Yeah.
And I roll to resist.
7 successes. You roll to resist on this one. It is a intuition plus firewall test.
Six net. So that is what your like attack number plus 6 damage.
With the first successful attack and on each subsequent action after it that the sprite performs, doesn't need to be attacking it at this point. While it's sustaining the power, it inflicts resonance DV matrix damage, resisted as normal, which for him is 7.
With net hits.
So now this is just
7.
It doesn't matter now. He doesn't need to attack again. He's got an electron storm going on. So every time he takes an action, doesn't matter what the action is, until he takes resonance damage, this will just keep doing his resonance of damage against the item.
Okay.
It also increases the noise by 2 points. It's a sustained power though, so he loses he loses some of his dice pool because of it.
Okay. So every time that he takes an action, it will take 7 damage.
Yeah, and it takes 7 damage now as well, and the noise goes up by 2.
Okay. Right, so effectively what Crew's just done is damaged and doing ongoing damage to a weapon.
Yes.
You don't know what weapon because you didn't ask it to report in, so...
I know, and I'm kicking myself for this.
Pseudo.
Damn it. Right, okay, with my turn, I'm going to tell... Glitch to stop threading and to just join cyber combat. From now on, attacking weapons and reporting what it's doing.
Okay.
And then
it's joining cyber combat and it'll be attacking weapons.
Yeah.
Okay, not just firearms.
And reporting.
And it will report.
Yeah. And I am going to... I'm just going to use a matrix perception test to try and find out what devices they've got.
Go. Roll for it.
Okay.
Okay, everyone, when I get to you, know what you're going to do. So I'm going to be going through this fast.
One success. I know that there's devices out there.
You spot that the front car has a... No, you don't. You're spotting... for that, you spot one hidden device within 100 meters, don't you?
Yes.
Or one bit of information.
One bit of information, but if it will literally let me know that there's a device there, and then I can ask for more if I've got any other hits, which I don't. So.
There's a device there in the front car.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
I suck.
Yeah. Blowback, Pug. Who wants to go first?
Go ahead, man.
I'll go, yeah. So I got 14 movement on a walk, not a run. So I'm going to head down closer to the action.
Okay.
Move just outside the intersection. But I'm none of the cars yet. I'm going to keep the flashbang launcher steadied. I'm not going to do a turn. I'm just going to hold my turn.
Okay. Right. Blowback.
I'm gonna open fire on the windshield because we can't waste. We got an entire turn right now.
Yeah, we got.
And we can't. Yeah, they're not acting right now, so they're not gonna get out of the cars. So I don't think that waiting and holding an action is gonna help. I probably shouldn't have done it last turn. I probably should have opened fire then. I don't know if stun damage can break a windshield though. I have no idea. Like. One of those
you are a vehicle person, so you'd suspect not, but you can always give it a go.
Yeah.
Alternatively, you can use a cord shot to do physical damage with a stun weapon.
Yeah, I guess I'll call shot the windshield then. And so what's the negative on that?
-4.
-4?
Yeah.
-4.
So are you trying to shoot the person inside, behind the windshield, or are you specifically trying to take the windshield out?
I just want to break the windshield.
Okay, that'll be a -8. Cord shot, I'll let you combine 2 cord shots. It's cord shot windshield, and then cord shot break, turn physical damage, stun damage into physical damage. So it'll be a -8, but it won't be able to resist because it's a stationary target.
I don't think that leaves me with any dice. That's 6, and go agility. It gives me, 2 dice to break a windshield. That might glitch a little too easily.
You can get +1 die by doing a simple aim action.
Man. I'm gonna bypass all my turns then, and I'm just gonna wait and start storing up aim actions on like the first person that gets out of a car, and that's all that I really can do. I'm not really stoked about rolling 3 dice and just hoping for the best.
Okay, so you're gonna aim twice and then just delay your turn into the next round. Okay, that brings us down to Cabers on 0. So everyone deduct 10 and go again. Okay, we're gonna try and get really fast with these sprites right now.
Yeah.
Well, now that I've given them all their things to do, in fact, I'm probably gonna have to pull 1 or 2 of them out just so I can speed up the rounds a bit.
Okay, Bit, you're up.
There we go. Right, well, Bit is currently...
Bit
is... I'm fairly certain that Bit is... Shit, oh yeah, I told Bit to glitch the weapon, so it's Gremlins again.
Okay, 5 successes, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's SWAT Trooper 1 again. Poor SWAT Trooper 1. Sure. Okay, so you got 5 successes. I got 2, which means it's a glitch, not a critical glitch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next. That makes it glitch.
Glitch is going to just try a brute force on... Well, he's doing an attack, so he's just going to try and brute force a weapon to get a mark on it. And I'm going to have it... Well, let's just say he goes for all 2 marks in one go, just to speed things up a bit. I'll bring up brute force. It's an attack. Cyber combat plus logic, which for glitch is... it's attack plus logic. Okay.
Okay.
I'm just typing out the command now.